cutting, relocating or replanting trees to make way for metro lines in several areas in Mumbai adversely affect the birds. The Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority (MMRDA), the Thane Forest Department and NGO RAWW Swing Association for Wildlife Welfare have taken an initiative in order to safeguard the affected birds. Before relocating or replanting trees in Thane, a bird nest survey was carried out along the Metro Line 4 to check nests for eggs and younglings. The MMRDA, along with the Thane Forest Department and NGO RAWW, conducted an on-foot survey of around 565 trees, of which 98 together had over 122 nests. Honorary Wildlife Warden of Thane and President of NGO RAWW, Pawan Sharma, spoke to Midday about the on-foot survey of trees that they conducted recently.
I'm sure nobody would be happy to, cut or translocate a fully grown tree. But then again, there are certain things which cannot be avoided for the larger good. And to meet these needs, we actually do a lot of damage to our environment. So, the whole idea behind doing these bird nest surveys was that, to introduce this into practice, so that we can implement such and similar things in the future in the coming projects which are going to be definitely impacting our environment and wildlife a lot. So we were a team of around 17 to 20 people with ground staff, with representatives from MMRDA, Forest Department, RAWW, and we were using equipments and facilities like hydraulic vehicles, ambulances while conducting these surveys. And we ensured that none of the active nests were disturbed at all. So wherever we found active nests, we decided to inform the authorities that not to touch those trees and just allow those eggs to hatch and the hatchlings to grow and fly away. Or if there were hatchlings, then at least not touch the trees till they were independent and they could just move away by the time the transplantation had to be done.
%80 of the survey is done and 90% of the nests are unoccupied, so they were removed as per relevant laws. This was done to ensure that none of the existing nests is reused by birds till they are shifted. While carrying out the survey, the teams also found a couple of nests which could not be checked as they were out of reach and the nests were active, that is, they had young ones or eggs.
Such an exercise was done for the first time in recent times, and this is a good practice and will definitely set a precedent for future coming development projects, because practicing EIA and taking necessary measures and steps to reduce the damage to the environment or to mitigate wildlife conflict, it's definitely going to help us. So in any developmental project, for example in construction of a dam, humans do get a chance to relocate themselves, to move out of the place, but we don't give any chances to animals and the other flora and fauna, the biodiversity in and around those places. So maybe such initiatives will help us in the future to deal with development in a more scientific and humane way.
The survey will be finished by the end of this week, after which eligible trees will be relocated or replanted.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.